Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving right into a topic that has been making some serious waves in the home theater community, and we are focusing squarely on how the VIDSCR installation works today. Now, if you've ever looked at a Kodi Addon tutorial and just felt totally overwhelmed by the sheer number of clicks, menus, and tech jargon, trust me, you are in the exact right place. Think of me as your personal IT trainer for the next few minutes. We're going to demystify the entire VIDSCR setup, taking a pretty complex 23-step process from Wireless Shack and breaking it down into super clear bite-sized actions. So grab your remote or your mouse, get comfortable, and let's get your system configured. So here's our game plan for today. 1. What is VIDSCR? 2. Safety and disclaimers. 3. Phase 1. Adding the source. 4. Phase 2. The red repo. 5. Phase 3. The Zeus 768 repo. And finally, 6, troubleshooting. All right, kicking things off with part 1. What is VIDSCR? Before we actually start tinkering and configuring software, we really need to know what we're installing, right? And more importantly, why it's actually worth our time. VIDSCR is a dedicated video add-on built specifically for the Kodi Media Player interface. If you're a cord cutter or a huge home theater enthusiast, an add-on like this is essentially the engine that drives your whole viewing experience. It's packed with dedicated sections for movies, TV shows, it has a really robust search function, and open settings to let you completely customize your interface. It's really designed to be this ultimate, comprehensive hub for all your media. Now, here's the technical nitty-gritty provided by Wireless Shack, and there are a couple of really key things to point out. Notice the compatibility section right at the bottom there. Whether you're running the older Kodi 20 Nexus or you've upgraded to the newer 21 Omega, this setup is absolutely going to work for you. You'll also see our required source URL, repo.redwizard.xyz. Go ahead and lock that address in your brain because it is going to be incredibly important in just a few moments. Moving right along to part 2, important safety and disclaimers. Whenever we do any kind of software configuration, we always have to do just a little bit of administrative housekeeping first, just to set a professional standard before we start clicking around. This is straight from the source material, and it is vital to keep in mind. Wireless Shack states very clearly that they do not support or condone copyright infringement. The big takeaway for us here is that Kodi and its add-ons should really only be used to access and organize content that you have personally bought and own yourself, or media that currently sits in the public domain. It's all about making sure we're using these awesome tools responsibly. Okay, let's get into the fun stuff. Part 3, Phase 1, adding the source. This is where we actually get our hands dirty and point your Kodi system to the exact internet address it needs to fetch our files. Starting right from the Kodi home screen. Step 1, look up to the top left and click the system settings icon. It looks like a little gear. Step 2, once you're inside, click on File Manager. Step 3, look over to the left side of your screen and click Add Source. And finally, Step 4, a dialog box is going to pop up, and you need to click exactly where it says the word None. That's going to open up the keyboard for our next move. Now, accuracy is literally everything here. For Step 5, you're going to carefully type in that URL we talked about earlier, https://repo.redwizard.xyz, and hit OK. In Step 6, move down to the box just underneath the URL, type in the name Red Repo, and click OK again. For Step 7, just take a breath, double-check that your spelling is absolutely flawless, and click OK one last time. And boom, congratulations, you just successfully wrapped up Phase 1. Your system officially knows where to look. Which brings us to Part 4, Phase 2, the red repo. Now, this is where things get a little quirky, and it perfectly illustrates why open-source software can sometimes feel a bit like a maze. You might be sitting there thinking, wait, why am I installing a red repo when all I want is VIDSCR? Well, in the Kodi ecosystem, repositories are very often hosted inside of other repositories. It's basically a giant Russian nesting doll. We have to install the parent repository first, our outer doll, the red repo, just to get access to the secondary repository hidden inside of it. It's just a necessary stepping stone. So let's go track down that outer doll. Step 8. Hit back on your remote or your keyboard until you're all the way back at the Kodi main menu, and then click Add-ons. Step 9, look to the top left and click the package installer icon. It looks like a little open box. Step 10, simply select Install from zip file right from the list. Moving into Step 11, you might actually see a warning pop up here. Don't panic, just click Yes. Step 12, a box will open up listing all your sources. Find and select that red repo we just created back in Phase 1. Step 13, click on the file named repository.redwizard-1.2.2.zip.
Okay, now step 14 is absolutely critical. Stop clicking. Take your hands off the mouse. Just wait and watch the top right corner of your screen until you see a little notification pop up that says installed. You literally cannot proceed until the system finishes doing this in the background.
All right, part 5, phase 3, the Zeus 768 repo and VIDSCR. Once you get that installed pop-up, we officially have our outer doll. Now, we unpacked the Zeus 768 repository to finally reveal the VIDSCR add-on hidden inside. Step 15, you should still be hanging out on the package installer screen, so this time click Install from Repository. Step 16, click into our brand new red repository. Step 17, click on Add-on Repository. Step 18, you're going to see the Zeus 768 repository right there, select it. And step 19, click Install. Awesome, you just popped open the middle nesting doll. Now for the absolute final stretch. Step 20, go back up one level to Install from Repository, and this time select that Zeus 768 repository you just installed. Step 21, click into Video Add-ons. Step 22, scroll down a bit and click VIDSCR. And finally, step 23, hit Install. You did it! You've successfully navigated all 23 steps and reached the center doll. VIDSCR is now installing directly onto your system. And finally, part 6, troubleshooting the installation. Before we completely wrap up our little training session today, we have to talk about troubleshooting, because anyone in IT will tell you, you always have to plan for the unexpected. So here's the million-dollar question. What do you do if you carefully followed all 23 of those steps to the letter, but the installation just flat out fails? You just hit a total brick wall right in the middle of the process. Well, if this happens to you, know that you are definitely not alone. Check out this comment from a user named Iggy G on the original Wireless Shack article. All I get is a installation failed message. It is incredibly frustrating when you're following a guide perfectly and the software just entirely refuses to cooperate. But don't worry, here is the fix. If you get that error, it's almost certainly just a permissions issue. Wireless Hack actually points out a vital prerequisite hidden back before step 11. If your installation fails, you just need to go back into your core Kodi system settings, find the Addons menu, and make sure the toggle for unknown sources is flipped to the on position. By default, Kodi tries to protect you by locking down third-party zip files. You just have to manually give the system the green light to install outside repositories like the red repo. Once you toggle that on, start over from step 11 and you should sail right through without a hitch.